Hey everyone, Brendan from Goalorious. I'm super excited to be joined by Jonathan from Nafter. Thank you, Jonathan, for joining me today.
Thank you, Brent, for having me today.
So I talked about this project previously. It was about a month ago, and there's been a ton of updates. I'm super excited to hear about what's been going on in this past month, what's coming in the upcoming weeks. But again, I talked about how excited I was about this project, so it's great to have you and hear directly from you, everything going on. So maybe you could start in case some of my community didn't watch my first video. Reminder, go check out that video. But maybe a quick overview on what Nafter is all about.
Nafter is the first NFT social network and marketplace where users with creators and fans, they could all buy, sell, mint, and collect all in one web app. And we have been building for several months now, and we've already discussed the launch date. The launch date is September 3rd, where we are launching Nafter globally. So on September 3rd, Nafter will be launched globally, where users could go ahead, mint their NFTs, put it up for other users to collect. And this is what we've been waiting for. This is what the Nafter community, anyone in the NFT space that knows about Nafter has been waiting for.
Yeah, it's super exciting. Like I seen screenshots of like what it looks like, and I was like, this looks like made by like a professional company. It's like you guys have like probably a huge team behind. I know you have a huge team because it shows on the website. Like really professional. Like this is like Instagram quality, like level of like app development, which isn't easy to do. And so it's great. So I've seen a lot of crypto projects that are like, we're going to make an app, but it's like crypto people trying to make an app. It seems like it's, mobile app developers like tech company working on its project. So it's great to see that level of quality.
Yeah, that's I think where it all started. So I come more from a marketing background, like a brand background, where I've worked with different companies, whether it was an independent contractor, it was my company, and then kind of selling it off to other companies. So when I dabbled into crypto, which was several years ago by a friend of mine who was very heavily into kind of the crypto space and, showing the true potential of what cryptocurrency is. It's not just currency, but now it's going into digital assets, right? Like NFTs. So when I, stumbled upon NFTs after that, and, that whole NFT craze that's been going on for the past few years, especially this past year, I think this past year really shined a light on NFTs and what are NFTs. And even in the beginning, when we were working on Nafter, we had even friends and family. What is an NFT? Like, what does that even stand for? No one even knew what it was, all about. So then we have to go explain to even the millennials. So that's kind of the target area that we're going into. So we're entering a sector where we're kind of bridging the gap between kind of the crypto space and like a social network with millennials and any kind of, average user with minimal to no crypto knowledge at all. So,
yeah, and I think it's a great idea. Yeah, I got into the NFT space this year. I got in with NBA Top Shot, and I was like, cool, I get like basketball things, but I wasn't really connected to them. Like maybe connected with like, this is like a basketball player, but like, these clips. So if you're not familiar with NBA, the community, if you're not familiar with NBA Top Shot, you're basically buying an NFT of like a play, right? But I think it's great that, and I mentioned like Instagram, so I would assume like Instagram influencers would go on Nafter and like instead of take one of their photos and then like mint it and then make it available. And I think that's like the perfect market because you're probably more like the people that you follow and that matches your interests and things like that. Like those are the people that you want to own moments of and actually can relate to versus someone like like maybe like a basketball player or something like that, which is kind of like out of the realm of what your like interests are, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's really what it comes out. That's the kind of beauty of it. Like for years, right? Kind of the photography and videography, that's all kind of been it's kind of in the past few decades where it's online and it's so easily accessible, right? Just that in a click of a button, you could go and have any photo. In a click of a button, you can go and take a photo. And then you could send that photo across the world in just a split second, right? So, I remember collecting trading cards, for example, right? Pokemon cards, Digimon cards. Like that was like kind of my era growing up. And, now we could have actual digital assets that are already out there. You have all these photo sharing apps that you're sharing your content there already. And most of these users, they're retrieving likes, they're retrieving comments, right? The photo shares and so on, video, monitoring numbers. Oh, I have 20,000 views today. I have 300,000 views, and they're gaining a little popularity, but they're not really utilizing on their actual content, right? So Nafter is that place where we actually taking that picture that you're taking with your friends by the beach, or that picture of your victory, of that touchdown, and you could take that and mint it as NFTs, and now all your fans could go and collect that piece of you, that memory that you go showcase, that all that hard work and that sweat into that photo or into that video or the GIF or meme, whatever it is, and people could actually collect your content, not just like it, not just comment on it.
Yeah.
You understand?
I see, like with travel is like a perfect example. Like I see people traveling to like Bali or all these amazing places, taking this awesome photo, and they're like, "This is awesome," and like you want to feel like you're a part of that memory or part of that. And I guess, and I'm just relating to Instagram all the time. I use Instagram, but it's like, okay, I just look at the photo, maybe I like it, and that's it. I move on from it. But like if I think about that photo or whatever, but this is like, hey, if you own it, that's part of like your collection, and I think it's like a really good thing. And I think not only for collectors, but also it's cool to be the influencer in this aspect, because it opens up so many possibilities that about when they think about, maybe they're thinking about like, how awesome of a thing can I get that's super unique than this other thing that I did last week, so they're maybe trying to like come up with things that creates this crazy ecosystem. That's really exciting.
Yeah, we have, speaking of travel, we have someone, Vacation Wolf was one of our ambassadors for Nafter as well. And he's very big in traveling, and he has beautiful content that he's constantly creating with his like kind of daily travel and to all parts of the world. So he's taking, he's going to have that opportunity to take these images and videos and this beautiful content and mint it as an NFT on Nafter, right? And now you could go ahead and collect these NFTs. He could sell them up for auction. He could put it as a fixed price, sell it on the Ethereum network, on the Binance Smart Chain network, and so on. And all in one web app, all in one mobile web app, right? And in less than 5 minutes, they could get this all done. Put a little description, put the amount of NFTs, the quantity that they want to put it, for the price that they want to mint it at. They mint it, they sign it, and that's it. We have several different, other options and other features that we have.
I saw the staking. So that was what I was saying. It was like, you're a tech company coming up with this great idea about the social network, but then you're incorporating these like crypto specific features like staking. And I was like, how is that going to work? And then I was looking at the website, and it was like, oh, because like if you stake, because right now, normal staking outside of this, it's like, oh, you stake and you get money after a certain amount of time. But for this, you stake, the longer you stake, or maybe you reach a specific amount, that's when you unlock exclusive content, which is a smart idea, because then when you unlock specific content, then you can see more pictures and things like that. Correct. And you're rewarding the people who actually are your true fans. For me, if I'm at 1,000 subscribers, my first subscriber, I want to give him the world because he's supported me since day one. So I think it's an interesting concept, and it's a way to value your followers even more. So
yeah, staking has a lot of kind of hidden importances behind it. Right now we have the staking pools, right? So while we were developing the app, of course, we wanted our users to kind of, just get some sort of rewards while they wait, right? That's what I like to call rewards while they wait. We released the staking pools, of course, 3 different tiers, different features. One has a verified badge for
the celebrity ones. And I thought that was funny. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so we want to make it fun while people wait as well, because yes, we're working on the development side. It's a lot of work, and we don't want just our fans, the Nafter fans, the Nafter community, just waiting around. We want to make we want to give them something as a reward to that they're waiting around.
Yeah.
So once the app is public, then, I believe in V2, we're going to start releasing the staking, and it benefits both the creator and the fans that are staking. The creators, they're unlocking their exclusive content to those fans, and the fans are unlocking exclusive content from the creators. At the same time, there are rewards going both ways. So it's kind of like a popularity contest.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely a popularity contest is a good way to say it. And it also, like I said, it pushes the creators to do more unique stuff, or my example, I don't know, I had this example of like a skateboarder doing like a trick, and it's like, okay, maybe he'll do like a really basic trick, but if you like unlock it, then maybe you could see like more like difficult tricks. So that's from the user's perspective, but from the other side, it's like he wants to one up himself all the time to become more valuable. So.
Yeah, that's what it is. So we've had just some influencers and ambassadors that we internally speak with constantly, like the PR team. I have Christina, who's on my team, Wayne, Alex. They're all speaking to these creators of all different sorts of creators from every industry you could speak about. And they constantly come up with different ways to have that exclusive content and what it can unlock. Like, for example, you just said, oh, you see one trick that someone sells an NFT, stake on my profile in order to see, let's say, a backflip 360 or whatever it is with,
Yeah.
So not just exclusive content with like, whether it's adult content or, very rare content that they don't share with anyone in the world. Like, for example, we had someone that talks about poetry, that they're going to share their deepest poems. And I would say they're pretty big in the world right now. And they want to share their deepest poems that they've never shared before. And how will they want to release that? Through their staking portal, right? Only for the users that are staking on their profile. So that's going to give them the ability to see this content, right? And to even have maybe a piece of it or own that, that piece of content, right?
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of crypto that I don't think a lot of people realize behind an NFT, of what the true core value of an actual NFT, whatever it is, just an NFT in general.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, I think it's great that you're tapping into all these different ecos, like music, like poetry, and then like I think like music. There's just like so much untapped creative groups out there that haven't had a place to build their community and make money and put their NFTs out, make creative content, and so it's good. And you mentioned like your team, and I know you have a huge team that's going out there, working with them, get people interested, get people hyped about this, and I don't see why they wouldn't be, because it's a new opportunity for them to engage. I'm always looking as an influencer creator. I don't like calling myself an influencer. As a creator, going out there and, like, how do I interact? How do I get the most out of my audience? How do I give them value? And I think this is like a great tool, even for YouTubers, to be like, okay, you want to see an exclusive video? Maybe I have a really, maybe a project that I want to highlight, but I only want to highlight to my people that have been me for a long time. This potentially opens up a lot of things. So definitely excited about the September 3rd.
And not only
launch.
that, think about this way. This is something that we've been talking about for weeks now. Because we've had a very big celebrity that was brought to us, like kind of connected with Nafter, and they were very interested. This is something that they've been looking for. And it just so happened that we were the ones building it. And, at the beginning stages, people thought, oh, Nafter's just a rumor. It's never going to happen. Now we're less than, I could safely say less than 2 weeks away from our global launch. So it's happening. It's not like the fact that it's, will it happen? It's already happening. This past weekend, after we announced our global launch, we've had a mass amount of inbound contacts about different creators and different celebrities just reaching out to us. Right. So we were like really busy. Our team was like bombarded with a lot of great opportunities. Right. Now we have to go through everyone's profiles and kind of to see like, what fits for the global launch. So now we're already going and filling up the back end of the app. So the day we launch, we're already going to have hundreds of different NFTs.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask.
Right now, as we speak.
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask, because it's like, it's the global launch and it's the first day people are going to be able to download it. It's on iOS, Android.
No, so
web.
it's not. No, we're launching. It's going to be a web app, mobile app. So the first one, it's going to be web app, so straight from their browsers.
Cool.
But they could go ahead and they're going to be able to connect their wallets and so on.
Okay. And then so I think that's great, and I think iOS and Android could be in the future. But I was going to say is that that's the first time users can get in, but there's already like influencers already in the platform building out their things, and it's great. So day one, they're going to see a bunch of things, not just sit around and wait. It's good that it's already there and it's ready.
NFTs for sale.
That's cool.
Yeah, we've already been we've been releasing some. We've been posting some that we've already that confirmed, like 100% confirmed.
Oh, cool.
Just like a tease to the world of some things they could expect to see on the Nafter app once it's live.
Got it.
But
I think once people see it, like in other influencers, it's gonna be like, hey, I want to do that too, right? Like if they're building community, like I want to do that too. Like that seems like again, I talked to NFT artists a fair amount. I did an interview with NFT artists like 2 weeks ago, and my question to them was like, how, and it was like pretty general, but it was like, how has NFTs changed your life? And is it life changing, or is it just like thing? And then all the answers were like, it's life changing, right? So it's been like a new revenue stream, and it's been like opportunities, like they can't even so I think the more opportunities, and especially building this platform of opportunities, I think is, it's, why wouldn't people flock and use it? So
yeah, this is what our goal was. Our goal was to give something, a connection between actual fans and creators, where it's going to be an incentive for both. Of course, fans always want to be connected to creators, right? And their influencers and people who they look up to, whether it's their artwork, whether it's their music or whatever. There will always be a fan base. Now, creators get busy. They have their own life. Sometimes they want to live a private life. Sometimes when they want to, live a little more exposed life and share things with the world. But Nafter is a kind of platform where they could do everything, where you have the fans and the creators, they're engaging with each other. But this way, it's an incentive for the creator, it's an incentive for the fans. And something else is like, we have celebrities coming in right now where they were like, oh, I want to own this person's NFT. Will I be able to buy it on Nafter, right? So obviously, if it's someone, an ambassador that we could already safely say like, hey, this person will be minting their NFT on Nafter, yes, you can buy it day of launch or after. Right? Sounds like a little poem right there. But
are you the poet that's putting his stuff up for sale?
I actually wrote poetry in college.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll throw some out
it's
there.
like, it's literally, and that's it. Literally anyone could be, like you put yourself up, it could be anything. We should talk about poetry. It could be skateboarding. It could be just photos, travel. Like literally anyone could put their stuff out there. If they have a community and people want a piece of whatever they're doing, this is the place to do it. You mentioned it. I didn't mention it. But OnlyFans, I know there's a lot of things going on with OnlyFans. Yeah. I know that for you, I think it's great that in order to lock exclusive content, and if you can lock exclusive content, obviously that fits into all the news that's going on with OnlyFans. Do you have any restrictions or anything like that?
Yeah, I spoke about this on our live that we had, like a YouTube live for the Nafter when we announced the date, and I didn't touch upon it too much. But because it was really new to the community and to like all their audience members, right? But I want to say this: that Nafter is completely decentralized, right? We got all the different elements and all the, all these, different kind of aspects of social media and content, and we're going to integrate that in Nafter, where users coming from all different sorts of platforms and social media networks, are comfortable when they log on to Nafter.
Yeah, they want to be able to like connect with their audience directly with not having like a third party like, judge them. So it's like, hey, this is what I want to do. These are the things I want to mint. These are the things that I want to share with my audience, and you're allowing that with that. So, I think it's a good idea.
Not only that, for instance, name me an artist that you find just amazing. Any artist of any industry.
I have my fake. Hopefully, I have a fake Beeple behind me. My wife wouldn't let me purchase a real one, so I had to print one.
I understand why.
But yeah, like I like his art. I follow him on Instagram, and so I can see like someone like a Beeple going on Nafter and like making exclusive content for his community on Nafter, and you could treat it. That doesn't mean that he solely has to go on. Go ahead,
Brent. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but let me ask you this. You have Beeple, and Beeple, I believe he made like a little shock in the NFT space with his, piece of art that I think it was sold last year, right?
Millions of dollars, yes.
Yeah, it was close to 60. I don't remember the exact number. But yeah, Beeple, he made a huge statement within the kind of NFT world, right? He kind of opened the doors for many people to ask, wow, what is an NFT? What is crypto? How can I get involved? Right. So yes, Nafter comes in here and be like, haha, here we are. This is how. This is the key. This is the key to the future of digital content, to the future of digital assets. Now, let's say you have a piece of work that you work on and you mint it on Nafter on your profile. Right. You go and put it up for auction. and it just so happens, or you put it on a fixed price, let's just say, keep it and simple. Beeple goes and buys your NFT.
I see.
You understand where I'm getting at?
Yeah.
People
Okay.
bought your NFT, and on the Nafter app, it will show who minted it, which will be Brent, right? Or if you're going to go buy Goalorious, minted this NFT, it's going to show who purchased that NFT. So let's say hypothetically, Beeple buys that NFT. The fact that everybody could see that Beeple bought your NFT, the value of it just went up. Now, when Beeple sells it, your NFT just went up in price by extremely.
The Kim Kardashian owned NFT or something like that.
Exactly. So it's not. So we're not just creating a platform between creators and fans to kind of cross-change the NFTs. It's a platform where fans could see what their favorite creators and their favorite influencers own, and now they want to own that piece too.
Got it.
So there are many different sectors here that that where NFTs could kind of shine through.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and for me, like how I think of it is, again, when I think of Nafter, I think of a lot of different platforms, which is a good thing because I think of something like, for me, like Patreon, for example. Like for me, Patreon, I have like, I have a tier that's like $10. If you pay $10, I'm not shilling my own Patreon, but if you guys, but Patreon, for example, you do $10, then I'll let you into my community on Patreon, and I can like make comments on like, this is what I'm going to buy, this is the new coin I'm going to buy, etc. But it would be nice, like if I did this on Nafter, to be like, hey, for the people that stake and that are staking to a certain amount, that's when I unlock content, So I think that's an interesting concept for me because it's not like a fixed price thing. It's like a time and a commitment to me. It's like, okay, for the people that have been with me longer, and the longer you are, maybe I'm giving you more and more information. Maybe I'm giving exclusive videos. Maybe I'm doing more exclusive things. And from like YouTube creator, that's, I don't have to go on Patreon anymore. I can just, I'm making the funds through Nafter, but I'm also able to provide that content better than just like this arbitrary fixed number. It's like, okay, it's based off time and how I value the users and how I set up my tiers. So
you should look into you should look into if you want. You could pop up the graph too. I'll send you the infograph for the token use cases, and if we even stated there that one of the use cases for the token is creator tips. So users could go and tip creators with the Nafter token on the actual platform as well. It's like that's one of the use cases. Aside from staking, there's also going to be creator tips. There, unlocking the exclusive content. There's going to be a feed buyback and burn and buyback. And there's one more. I think it's just a zero transaction fees when using Nafcoin. So there's going to be a lot of other possibilities and other opportunities for the token as well. And you're familiar with Patreon, you know how it works. So if you put great content on Nafter, users and your fans and your followers, subscribers, they could go ahead and tip you with NAF coins as well.
Yeah, and then like that unlock, and then I don't have to worry about like putting the content, like messaging and things like that. It's just like automatically, hey, you reached a certain threshold. Here's the unlock. Here's the unlock content. Here you go, view it. If it could be like a video that's like my top 3 secret crypto projects to invest in or something like that. And so they're getting the value, and then they could see it, and it's kind of just like it's like gamifying that, which is a great thing.
Correct. And that's the beauty of NFTs, where, I think a lot of people don't understand is when I first hear people talk about NFTs, they're like, really no value, right? They'll be, we could take a picture. Yeah. But let's say you have the Mona Lisa. Can you take a picture of the Mona Lisa and print out a copy? Yes. But at the end of the day, it's not the original Mona Lisa.
Right. Like my Beeple, man, hopefully he doesn't sue me, but you can't see it. It's a Beeple that I printed on Amazon Prints, right? Like I appreciate it, but the idea of having the actual NFT online is like, like for me, even who I just learned about NFTs this year, I don't even, it looks good here, but the idea is that I don't value it as much if I had the digital asset. Like, like I don't feel connected to it. I don't have anyone to prove that it's, it's 1,000 other people could have printed the same thing. And, now that NFT, I've touched the NFTs, I've had NFT, I'm starting an NFT collection, OpenSea, et cetera. I don't have that connection to it, anymore. So,
no, but it's great. But that, another key, key element here is that people will be able to take the NFTs that they currently own and also sell it on Nafter. So now they're also
Right, yeah,
kind of
right.
introducing their NFTs and a social network, and now people could go ahead and build comments and build like an audience around their, digitally collected NFTs. For example, we have, I don't know if you're familiar with Sean Kelly's Chibi Dinos or no?
No, I'm
No.
not.
So we were, exclusive, but we're going to have the Chibi Dinos for sale
Oh,
on
cool.
Nafter also, day of launch. So Sean, it was also another great opportunity to have that as well.
Yeah, I'm big into like helping artists. Obviously, I always say from the user perspective, it's great. That's what I care about. But I care a little bit more about the artists, them making money, them finding new revenue stream,
Yes.
them like, and I'm not talking about like the big influencers like the Kim Kardashian, things like that. But it's like, and sorry, I keep mentioning her name, but the ones that are like, hey, I usually do like physical paintings or like drawings characters for people, like giving them an avenue. They're in the community, but in the following, it's like giving them an extra asset, I think is good.
I have an artist that I've admired his work for years now. I actually bought 3 of his paintings. A
Oh,
local artist, yeah, beautiful artist. His name goes by Vlad Pink. He
okay.
heard about Nafter. Obviously, I posted it sometimes on my personal social networks, and we got in contact. Of course, again, rekindled our conversations, and I told him, "Have you ever made an NFT? No. You have beautiful art. People love your work. It's original. It's different. Why don't you work on an NFT?" He's like, "You know what? I really want to." That's right. And now he's going and he's been learning and doing kind of different
Yeah.
things to convert his already everyday artwork into NFTs. Why? Because
Yeah.
he saw more value in it. Why? Not only that he didn't see value in his art, it's just now he could reach a different audience.
Yeah,
And
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
anywhere
that's
in the
the thing.
world.
That's the thing, right? He just said he's a local artist. It's hard to get seen if you don't post it anywhere. But like, yeah, having it be in the blockchain, things like that. Anyone in the world can see it. Anyone in the world can
Yeah.
buy it. I think that's definitely a game changer. And again, we keep mentioning the poetry person. I can't wait to see what they come. But like someone like that who's like, I'm just doing poetry on my own, or like in I think coffee, is that where people do it? In coffee stores. But it's like, hey, did you even think about this as a possibility? And once that one person starts, 10 other people are going to see that person and be like, they're doing it. This is something that I could do too. And it's going to just like blow up
Exactly.
into a
Or
movement, blow
musicians,
into
for
a thing.
example.
Yeah.
Musicians could go ahead. Let's say they meant, their album artwork or whatever it is on Nafter.
Yeah.
Right. You want to stake in that profile to unlock exclusive album art or exclusive different.
right.
Once we integrate music and all that stuff on Nafter, we're going to have videos and pictures and GIFs and all that. Eventually, we're going to be introducing all different kind of aspects of any industry. We want to make sure that everyone is comfortable using it from the time they log on to the time they log off, and everything working in the background until the next time they come back onto Nafter.
And that's the first comment I said when we started this was, you look like a tech company making a super quality app that just so happens to be in the crypto space. And so that's important. You guys are focused and you guys know that user experience is super like paramount to the success of this. So I think like from everything that I've seen, and I think hopefully I'll get a sneak peek at the platform. I've seen the screenshot.
Well, I could
hopefully
actually,
sneak
I
at
can
the
show you.
platform.
I don't know if you've seen the web up. We have a marble version of the design of the platform. I
I'd
can
love
show
to
you that
see
as
it.
well.
Yeah, and if you could share with my community, I'll show it on it. But yeah, that would be great. But from everything I've seen, it looks super professional, and I do think like it has to be, which it does. It has to be super intuitive because the person, like the example that you gave of that local artist, they need someone new to the crypto space, new to the NFT space, be able to easily use this platform. And I think because of the huge team you have and everything that I've seen, it's like a complicated, lots of things you can do, but it's in a super easy, digestible,
So that was, I was also, you could say, an artist. I come from a creative background, right? Whether it's from my family, my grandfather was an artist, started with marketing and prints and signs, to my mother, who's also an artist, very creative. And I'm creative. So I also put myself, behind the scenes of if I were to use the app as a content creator. I used to make funny videos and Photoshop and stuff like that. So like I understand even video editing, we did all of that, right? So So this is the thing where we could kind of not only showcase our art, but we could actually have our artwork actually have has an incentive behind it. Now we have, we're getting paid for our work that is digital. And not only that, with Nafter, we have royalties as well, where royalties will be, brought onto as long as your work is, in progress, of course, the original creator will be receiving royalties as well, which is also a key thing here. So
yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like where it's like passive income on art, which is how is that a thing that like a year ago, right? So it's great. And like, that's the idea, is that all these time, for me, I always say like, I record videos and I have to edit it, things like that. It takes me a fixed time. But like someone like an artist, it probably could take them, I don't know, weeks, days, months to do one piece of art, knowing that they can get, still collect money on it for long periods of time, and actually have a living off that, I think is great. So it's definitely opens up a lot of opportunities. So I've seen, I spoke about one interesting NFT of mine. I think it was the Banksy NFT. Have you heard of the Banksy one, where someone purchased it, they recorded a video of them destroying that piece of art? They like burned it or something like that. Yeah.
And look at that. It's the last piece of art as an NFT. Right.
Yeah, so like technically, like anything can be art, right? If someone wants to buy it, things like that, like potentially anything can be art. And so I think Nafter is like enabling that, and like you're just the platform that's powering these influencers, inviting them in and letting them like unlock their creativity, etc.
Yeah, that's all. You just spoke about, right? That's also something a lot we get many questions on that, is how much can I sell my NFT for? Well, we're giving the users and the creators the platform where they can set their own minimums for anything they want, whether it's the price, whether it's the auction time, the royalties, everything is kind of course we're going to have a minimum and a maximum, but anything in between, they go ahead and freely do whatever they want, right? And value for a piece of art, how is that determined? Most of the time, the value is not even determined, by what the artist believes that it's worth. It's really worth to whatever the person who's on the other end that's looking to collect that piece of art connects to it, because they could be sentimental to them, whether it's a specific color or it's an object in that piece of digital art, that NFT, that speak to them, where they're willing to go and purchase it for a lot more than almost anyone in the world that appreciates that as a piece of art.
Yeah, like the 3 pieces of art that you bought from the local artist, and if he puts those exact 3, I don't know if he will, but if he puts those exact 3 on the blockchain on Nafter, and people pay 10 not X more than that, then like what like that's the value they found online. Like it could be whatever. So
and like his piece of art, the only reason why I bought it was very sentimental to me. I loved it. It was very unique, and he made, I believe it was 3 or 4 copies that I purchased, and I remember we had to drive that down. I drove it down a couple of states just to deliver it, to make sure that they got it.
Nice.
And I do the same thing with NFTs. If I see the NFTs that speak to me, right? I see NFTs that the original art, just a lot of work and dedication behind it, something that's originally unique, or if it even, now we have the opportunity not only for that, it could be a picture of someone. It could be a creator goes on and sells a picture of themselves, right? Or a picture of, let's say, their family. A lot of people, they go out there and they're always kind of showing off only the beautiful parts of their life, right? Right, that's what we all, as humans, we only show the best. We don't show kind of what the best. But some things that we don't see as good or great or beautiful work, others find value in that, right? So this is the kind of window where Nafter gives. This is not only digital artists, not only poets, not only YouTubers, not only musicians or creators or NFL players or NBA players, right? This is anyone that feels that whatever that they have is unique or special to them, and they want to share that piece with the world. Right? That's the beauty.
That makes sense. And what's good is like when I think about like projects and like I always think about utility and make sure there's something behind it. It's great. It's because it's a platform, and then these people with these communities, like a person with poetry is going to bring their community along to the platform. It's like, hey, I'm posting this. Their platform's going to follow. Their community's going to follow them. And so like all these influencers are coming, and then all these from all over the different creative groups and things like that are all going to come to here, which I think is great. So I know you're a busy guy and things like that. So the main things we need to look forward to in the roadmap is September 3rd. What what can we expect? What do you want my community? Do we follow you on Twitter? Do we Telegram?
Yeah,
what do
so
they expect on September 3rd? Like
definitely. I would
in?
love you, your community, join the Telegram. We're active in there.
Cool.
Our team is constantly active in there. I come in there whenever I can. To engage community, listen to the community, and also speak out to them for answers that they've been waiting for. There are a lot of answers we haven't given, and there were reasons behind that, of course, for security reasons, for competitive reasons. There are people that come up to me all the time like, hey, they're stealing the Nafter design, or they're stealing. Let them, even if they take the design, they don't have a platform. All they're doing is
and the partnerships
marketing.
and things like that. Yeah, exactly.
So we're the first of our kind doing this. We are launching September 3rd. They could follow our Twitter for many updates. Our Instagram is also active. Subscribe to all our channels. All our channels are on the nafter.io, which is our website.
And I'll post in the description. I'll post in the description of this video. You also said you did like an AMA or something like that live. I'll post a link to that.
We have, a couple of different things. I'll be entering the demo here. And this is the design of what the actual app will look like. As soon as they come in, they could come here, they could connect their wallet. So this is just for testing purposes. We'll just connect their random wallet. Now, once they're logged in, you'll have the different wallets that are, kind of interchangeable here. All the different kind of elements of the actual app. And we'll go
are these demo content or is this actual content?
No, this is demo content, but a lot of we'll have John Marinak, for example, or Ava Amber, Vacation Wolf. This is who I was talking to you about before.
Cool, like that thing.
This is what I mentioned. Yeah, so this is like an example post. We'll have the comments, of course, verified accounts as well. We'll have a little verified badge. The general kind of elements that they see in other social networks, of course, because we want people who are using it to kind of have something that's familiar to them already. We didn't want to change too much.
No, right? That's good. That's like the perfect blend. You don't change where icons are or with how the icons look and how they function. Yeah. You just, has to be familiar.
Andy Milanakis, right? So you have the ownership details here. It's minted by Andy Milanakis. And it's owned by, whoever else had it at what dates and times, right? So this is what I was talking about before. So you have a profile like this of him eating a watermelon, right? And it's beautiful. For example, you'll have Zach Me, who's some big creator or influencer. He goes and he owns this NFT now. Also adds a little bit of value in it. Why? Because now Zach's fans look at it and be like, oh, Zach owned this? I want to own this now. They want to have that historic kind of ownership to it, And then, of course, additional info like the contract address, token ID, the blockchain that it's on, and so on.
Cool.
General stuff like, share notifications here as well. You want to search by username, hashtag, I'll show you how to...
It's really good. Yeah.
I'll send you
the different blockchain
is
thing too. Yeah.
I'll send you this link. You could play with it. I'll send you both the mobile and the web app. It's very, very simple. For example, you'll go ahead to mint an NFT. So I'll go ahead, click the post, select fixed price, timed auction, however they want to put it on, whether it's, which blockchain select, whether it's Binance or Ethereum, different categories, description, they create it, they sign it, and that's it. It's done.
Nice.
Really simple.
Yeah, super easy to use. Yeah, it's quick. That's what I'm saying. I think it's really important for people new into the crypto NFT space to make it as seamless as possible. So
that's what we're doing. Even their profile site, we try to keep it clean and cut. Have all the really core details they need, like their wallet address, username, and so on. All their linked accounts. They could request profile verifications as well. Set up their notifications, how they want it, via email. And, very, very simple, very clean.
Thanks, Jonathan, for coming to talk to us today. I'm super excited about Nafter. I was excited a month ago. I'm even more excited now. The launch is in a couple of weeks. I want to make my profile and get that going. So thanks for taking your time to talk to us today.
Right. Thank you, Brent. And you could make your profile after September 3rd. And I'm looking forward to see what you're going to make on Nafter.
And hopefully, my community will like the stuff that I make. I got to start figuring out, writing down ideas and things, exclusive content.
Write down. I would love to own one of your NFTs, and I'm going to show it on my Nafter profile. I'll
Got
show
it.
this on there.
500 Ethereum is probably the starting price for that. But again, the freedom, it's my freedom to value thing.
I gotta like it, so you better work on it.
Yeah, I mean, if the CEO of Nafter is liking an NFT that I have, then, that's going to probably be worth something. So, I'll put the link in the description. Keep everyone updated. But thanks everyone for watching. Catch you guys next time.
Thank you, Brian.